Hey guys, MCU Collector here, back with the 7th and final video for the Marvel Legends series, Marvel Knights or Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave, also known as the Netflix wave. So we have looked at all the figures in the wave. We have Bullseye, Blade, Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, and Jessica Jones. So now we'll look at the Build-A-Figure Man-Thing. So here we have the pieces, we'll get them all together. So we have that torso piece again, it has that rubber material over the normal torso, so it gives it a very rubbery type of feel, so a very textured feel to it, which is very different, but it is nice, so it is a welcome change. I don't mind it at all. So let's get this figure pieced together. So we'll just pop on the leg like so. You can already see how tall he's going to be standing. So very nice. We'll get the left leg popped in like so. You can see he's going to be standing very tall. One thing I didn't realize is I didn't realize how big the Build-A-Figure was going to be. So it's pretty awesome, the size of this thing. You can kind of see there. So we'll get his arms and just port right on in. Click in, very nice, very easy. Boom, like so. Yeah, this thing is massive. And then the head, we'll just pop that on. Doesn't really make a noise, it doesn't really click in, but there you have it, the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure. This guy is just absolutely massive, huge upper body, so very nice. I know he's going to be probably slouched down a little bit. Now I'm not real familiar with the character at all, but he is an awesome looking Build-A-Figure. Very happy to have him. As far as like a size comparison, here we have Bullseye, which is pretty standard size figure. You can see Man-Thing. If you really open that torso up, you could just see the size difference. He's gigantic, but a very nice looking figure. But I really like that texture to him. Again, it's that rubbery feel to him, especially in the torso, but even along the figure it almost feels very similar, so it's a nice texture to it, which I really like. As far as the articulation, you saw kind of how that head really sits on there. There's very, very, very little range of motion for his head, so he can really turn his head there, but you're not going to get very much motion out of it there. But as far as the ab crunch, does crunch back pretty far and slouches down quite a bit, which actually works really good for the figure there. And I know Toy Biz did one, but this one's got to be 2 to 3 times the size from what I've seen of that figure. I don't have it, but didn't look like there was a whole lot to it. But arms go, the shoulders go out all the way. You can full rotation, upper arm swivel there, single jointed elbow, so there's not a whole lot of range of motion, so you can stay there, and then you get, I would say, almost 90 degrees, not quite. Wrist swivel and hinge. But it looks like I'm just popping the hand off, so you want to be careful. Looks like that joint's pretty frozen. I'll try and break that and get that going later. But same thing on the other side. Legs go out pretty far. There you have upper thigh cut where the actual leg connects. You get a double jointed knee, which is pretty nice. We haven't gotten that with like the Build-A-Figure for the Juggernaut and Rhino. I think we're only single hinged knee, so it's kind of nice we get that double hinged knee on the Man-Thing, and then we get that ankle rocker there, and the range of motion isn't really hindered too much by that additional kind of sculpt there. But there you have it, Man-Thing. Very nice looking Build-A-Figure, very, very large, a lot bigger than I even would have thought, but it is a great looking figure. Very exciting, very excited to add him to my collection. Yeah. Not a whole lot of paint in the back though, but that's okay. When we look at the front, we get a lot of different paint, a lot of sculpted detail, which is again really nice. But there's the video. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment if you have any questions down below, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.